grounding. This one asshole just, I'm so ready to not feel like this ever again. Okay, ready? I'm gonna press send. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm done. The one thing I was most concerned about is losing these relationships with people I've built. And references that would make it really hard to get my next job. Anything that's going to impact me, you know, really long term. And I just got such beautiful responses from everybody, and I feel so relieved and freed of that weight. And just that my brain really did a number on me, and my gut carried me so strongly through all of those waters of doubt, and I instantly got that affirmation of thank you for listening. So yeah, I guess I'm starting to listen to myself. So I had my second EMDR today, and it didn't really go well. I was really nervous going into it. I felt very resistant going into it. Later on, I would realize that I kind of felt a little bit dissociated even to start, but then I kind of got stuck. And we discovered that I might have a little bit of dissociation going on, and my brain is trying to protect me. So my brain's doing a really good job. I also thought about something interesting. Part of my anxiety around it might have to do with the fact that I have to trust my brain, right? We don't really understand exactly how EMDR works, but it does, and it's profound. And it takes a reliance on trusting your brain and our body and the natural processes that we have to process trauma. But my brain has notoriously been a bully after struggling with severe anxiety and depression for many, many years. So it's a little bit more nerve-wracking and difficult for me to trust fall with my brain, so to speak, because my brain hasn't always been that nice to me. Deep inside there is this little girl who desperately needed someone to protect her. And a grown woman who still doesn't really have that. It feels really good to be out here in the rain. I haven't come here in a while. I've seen this park, this trail through every season. And the water today feels like it's just for me. Which is silly because I live in Portland, so it's literally always raining. This forest knew that I needed a cleansing. Nature always holds me. It makes me feel a level of safety and security that I don't really feel anywhere else. Which is funny that I feel the safest where there aren't any people. It's not exactly surprising, though. Sometimes you just have to sit on the ground of the earth. I just want to lay on this forest ground forever until it absorbs me. You see this little one? Oh yeah, it's worth mentioning that my current hyperfixation is mushroom foraging. And that's just to say that I am obsessed. But I mean, look at this. Are you kidding me? Have you ever seen anything that cute? And there are these mushrooms just all over the moss, taking up residency in the sides of these trees, and you'd almost miss them if you didn't look closely. Look, a fairy lives here, for sure. This had so many different types of mushrooms all the way up. I would have killed for a ladder. I really thought this was a wild reishi, but it's not. But look at this texture and the squish. It's like a natural sponge. It has this craziest porous look, and it's seen better days. Look at this little family behind this moss. And just so much turkey tail. I'm actually going to make a craft with that. These are called bird's nest, and they look like little chia seeds on the inside. Those are their spores. This is a bolete. They're edible, but I'm scared. And again, look at these. Oh, I have no idea what kind of mushroom these are. I traversed a canyon to go find them when I thought they were reishis. They almost look like wood. And then just a fan favorite over here, the jiggle. I mean, come on, give it up for these guys. And lastly, if you've never actually hugged a tree, I highly recommend it. Any tree will do, but wow, if you can find yourself a mossy, dewy goddess like this, seriously felt like a facial from Mother Nature herself.